Okay, you guys, this is not a joke. This is for real. We really are moving and we're leaving Germany, and there are so many feelings that go with that.
We are just going to scratch maybe like the surface of what we really have been feeling and thinking. But let's start from the beginning, because I think it gives a better image and picture, especially since we've really loved our time here in Germany. So when I first started my job, I should say that I had no idea, we had no idea that international work within the US government was even possible for my career field. But once we found out, you better believe it, that we were applying.
We were applying like crazy.
And it even came down to the point where we had 4 job offers, but 3 at the same time. 1 to the UK, 1 to Japan, and 1 to Germany. Ultimately, we decided on Germany because we were really excited about Europe, centrally located, and we'd heard amazing things, and it lived up to every expectation. But we did decide that at that time, when we got the first job offer, we found out about the overseas limitations. Typically, it's about 5 years for civilian employees like myself. That's like the max typically that you can stay overseas. So we thought, if we can do 2.5 years in Germany and then 2.5 years in another country, how awesome would it be to get 2 different cultural experiences, 2 different countries? I mean, honestly, just to be able to see so much more, because at that point we had already had the travel bug. We'd already been to Asia, we had already been to Central America and a few other places. So like the travel desire was really there, and this was like a great opportunity to just, I think, be able to experience more.
That's like where our mindset was, is like, yeah, let's do 2 for 1 in the time abroad. And honestly, we moved to Germany and we absolutely loved it. Like, loved it so much that we were like, should we just like move here permanently?
Yeah, that definitely came across several times.
And that still has, like, we know we would love it if we were to make a permanent move here. We've absolutely loved it. We wanted to put in some clips of when we very first found out that we were going to move to Germany and just kind of reminisce for a minute, because it was a really special and exciting time.
Growing through the sidewalk, or blowing in the breeze, burning like a wildfire, cold enough to freeze, waking up the sunrise.
He's got an interview and it's for 3 job positions.
Kicking up the dust. Woo! You were made to shine forever. I won't let you rest.
Hey, Willa Jean. Willa Jean, are you ready to move to Germany, baby? You are? Are we gonna go to Germany, Willa?
Say, I don't know, Daddy, are we gonna go to Germany?
Are we gonna go, baby? I think we're gonna go.
Are you serious?
We're going to Germany, baby.
Are we really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every road, I'll be your guide, taking you home, leaving it behind. When you feel tired, I help you find sleep. When you get home again, that's where I'll be.
This is crazy. Freaking crazy, actually. We're moving to Germany. It's real. It's happening.
And it's soon.
Well, we wanted to call you. Today I got an email. And
Marissa's smiling.
yeah.
She gave it away.
I suck at cigarettes.
So, it's not official orders yet, but I have a tentative report date of March 14th.
My transition is going to be to an army position, an army base in Germany. My position is in Grafenwehr, Germany, which is in the Bavaria state or region, which gets us really excited because we're close to Austria, Czech, and then we're also close to Switzerland. Just being in a greener, more humid climate compared to Utah, where it's a desert, it gets really cold in the winters, really hot in the summers. Having a more temperate climate is something we're really excited for. Not to mention outdoors opportunities everywhere.
We're just really excited to go to the local farmers markets and see all the cool German architecture and just like get an experience being in such a historical country.
Must be
Can you guys see these bags? Every video we've been doing lately, we're so tired. Are you not smiling for Daisha? Gee!
Sun-soaked shores, lost in the evening rain. You're all I wanted, all I wanted. You're all
Well, it went like we thought. Now we're about to pull away from my parents' house.
don't get up.
Sad.
Love speak.
Have a great
I forget.
trip. Bye, guys. Bye. So as you can see, that was like a whirlwind. We were super stoked, and like I said, yep, Dad excited. We've been trying to put this girl to bed. She's not doing it, so she's just joining us. You got to make it work. Anyways, we like loved that whole entire journey. We came to Germany and have absolutely zero regret.
Regrets. Zero regrets.
And have absolutely zero regrets. We have loved it. And I'm gonna get a little emotional. And all the people we've met, the culture that we've learned about, the language that some of us have learned more in depth than others. And just like the whole experience. And not only have we loved it, but like Willa has loved it.
Yeah.
Bitte mach mir ein Bananenbrot. Ich hab Hunger, einen Tier. Die, lieber Tio, bitte mach mir ein Bananenbrot. Those are the words.
We've been trying to prep her for this upcoming move, and she wants to stay in Germany.
I think it's going to be the hardest on her. Ultimately, I think she'll adapt quite well. But I think at the same time, she has probably the most connections, honestly, with her friends at Kita. And I think it's going to be hard.
She remembers, like her life that she remembers is in Germany. Germany's her home.
Yep.
So it comes with a lot of emotion. It's going to be a big thing. This decision has been very thought out. Let's rewind just a couple months to when Tanner first found out that he got the job.
Soon we're going to add another country to the list. You know that, Willa?
Sweden.
Yep.
Yay.
It'll be really fun, huh?
So beautiful here.
And babe, what do you think about adding to the list?
Did you hear back? Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Did you get the job?
Yeah. I thought I was recording all of that, and apparently not. Oh, baby's crying.
Since you got it all off camera, why don't you say what you're about to do?
Well, this morning, it started all this morning. I was sleeping and used the porta potty in our place this morning.
You guys, we're in Norway right now. Loving the
And-
fact that we're living in Germany, able to do this.
Yeah, and I checked my phone this morning because we've been hoping for an email, honestly. I interviewed for a position last week, and not that I ever expected to hear anything sooner than later, because I know it can be weeks at a time before we can hear back. I, still just wanted to double check because I don't want to miss it. I was surprised by an email with an offer. I like had to do a double take, and it woke me up like really quickly too. But then I didn't tell Marissa for several hours, and here it is, like 9 o'clock in the morning. We're on a beach here in Norway and just enjoying like beautiful views. And I was like, oh, this will be good. I'll get it on camera, telling her. And then I told her, and then of course it wasn't recording.
That's okay though. It's wow. This is like a dream come true, but it comes with a lot of mixed feelings. Like, I'm like emotional because I don't want to give up what we have.
Because we love it here in
We
Germany.
love it.
Everything really about Germany, including the proximity to so many countries. Just our experience in Germany has been unbelievable, and we wouldn't trade it for anything. That said, we also know how lucky an opportunity is to come up like this. It's tough because passing up spending more time here in Germany and honestly a potential other position somewhere else in Europe within the same organization I'm in
Right.
is hard to think about, but this one just gets us excited, honestly.
Well, when we started this whole, like, let's move abroad thing, like, our goal was to always, like, be open to change and the growth that comes with it. Whew. And just, like, push ourselves to experience life and see the world and, like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, we're so comfortable here that it's hard to, like, want to, like, change anything. But
Yeah.
I feel like all of our growth has came because we pushed ourselves out of our comfort zone and because we were, you know, saying yes to new opportunities and new things. I feel like here, like, saying yes really aligns with our goals. Learning more about the world and, like, discovering what else is out there.
It's just as hard.
A couple of more years here would have been ideal, but they max out how long you can live abroad.
And so at this point, we want to say yes to this opportunity. There are a few things pending, and obviously if they don't go fully, then, well, I guess we'll
be
continue
happy in
loving
Germany.
our lives here and enjoying that here. But yeah, so that's where we're sitting right now, and it's just like surreal to be here in Norway. Obviously, extremely excited to be seeing the things that we're seeing, and then just having like these roller coaster of emotions with new opportunities. We didn't announce exactly where we're moving in this because we are going to do that on the next video, share with you where we're going, but for us it's really been an ideal location. So to paint a better picture, we got to a point where we were overseas for about 2 years, and that's kind of a pivotal moment where you either decide that you're going to extend overseas to 5 years or you're going to try and make some sort of switch to another place. We had been keeping our eyes out for a job in a specific area of the world that we had been really what
No, I was gonna say country, but you
Country,
said
yeah.
specific area, which is kind of true.
yeah, it's kind of true, but a specific area of the world / country that has been really on our minds, and several have come up over the last few months, but one in particular was in a place very desirable that we had been looking forward to, and so I didn't even want to apply to it, honestly. I was like, I'm happy with Germany, why change? We have so much going for us. Why?
Like, you like the idea of it, because that sounds confusing.
I do.
Like,
I did.
It's a dream location that we wanted, but it was also like, what are we doing? Like, why are we going to be applying to a place when we, like, absolutely love living in Germany?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, I think ultimately, and we're going to get to that in another video as well, really diving into more of like our emotions, the thought processes, etc. But at this point, I applied, and it was weeks. It was almost over 2 months. I can't remember the exact whatever dates, but it was a long enough time that we thought, like, they just chose somebody else. I'm not getting referred. I'm not getting an interview, and like that's okay. Like we were content with that. More than content, I
Yeah.
would say. Like we were still super ecstatic about our situation
Yeah.
here. Right before we came on this trip here, I got an email from the hiring office place.
She's, like, so exhausted, but she won't go to sleep. Yeah.
And so I got like an email, and they asked me to have an interview, and it came as a shock, honestly. It was like a whirlwind of emotions. There was tons of other things going on, both in the States and over here in Germany, that we won't really get into. But there was just a lot going on. The mental and emotional load was like, I mean, and I say that because
Well, you had just finished, like, 2 certifications
Yeah.
for work. Like, Tanner's been doing a lot for his professional development, and so you just, like, wrapped that up.
like 3 days before I got reached
Yeah.
out to. And my mind is just like going, I don't know.
I mean, if you guys have been following along, we've been traveling so much. Like, Tanner's been so blessed to have paternity leave that we went and did a big road trip to Italy and France and Germany, and now we're, like, planning this huge trip to Scandinavia, and so that's kind of where we're at. We're, like, in that 1 month in between these 2 really big trips with a lot of, like, professional development and just, like, trying to also enjoy our daily life and not, you know, add more onto our plate, like, That's where we're at.
Add
okay?
more onto our plate. Yeah, keep
Yeah,
that in
yeah, yeah.
mind.
That's what we thought.
Yeah, but we get to this point. I have the interview. I felt like I knocked it out of the park.
But not only did you knock it out of
Interviewer.
the park, or did you think, but you did.
Yeah.
Home run hit.
No, that was cheesy as a kid. But
Oh,
I mean,
man.
like, not to toot my own horn. Like, I feel like I did a really great job, and I got an offer.
So here we are. We just started our trip, and Tanner gets this email saying that he's been offered the position, and we have 2 days, 3 days to make a decision of yes or no. Whew, deep breath. That was for sure what we had to do. Take a lot of them. But we have decided to take that jump, and it feels kind of scary, honestly.
But exciting.
Exciting.
It's scary in the fact that there is so much great things that are going on for us, and I feel like that's like the biggest part.
But one thing we did want to say is, like, in terms of YouTube channel, which is honestly, when it comes to priorities of making this move and this decision, it's not even close to the top of like a priority. But it is something that we really love and has been a big part of our life for the past couple of years. We know that this move might really greatly affect our channel.
And we say that just because we started out with very few when we started announcing that
We
we
were
moved
like
to Germany.
55 views, yeah.
And Germany, you guys have really welcomed us so greatly to Europe that our experience could have been like so much different, I think, without all of like the support and the information and the tips, travel, and just getting used to the cultural differences. That we know how much it means for you guys to like share everything. And so we know some of you are probably not going to be interested following us along, and there are some that will. And like we're okay with that, because like our channel for us was meant to be a vlog, a diary for us to share our memories with each other, with family, and we're ecstatic that it got as big as it has. But at the same time, like, we understand that it's not all about the numbers. It's not about having 300,000 views and 1 million subscribers and et cetera, right? Like, for us, it truly is about telling our story of life wherever it takes us.
And so this is like our big plot twist is now we're moving, and of course we'd love to have your support and follow us on this new journey. But we totally understand, like Tanner said, if
the
it's an
interest
adventure,
yeah.
if our next adventure doesn't interest you. But honestly, this whole Scandinavia trip has been really big for Tanner and I, and it kind of was the trip that hit us in a way that gave us the confidence to let go of, I guess, the expectations that we felt. I'm getting emotional because this is like kind of deep, but expectations of, I guess, who we used to be and who we feel like
We needed to be.
we needed to be. And it's kind of been a build-up for really ever since we've moved, and I would say probably even prior to when we moved, but this experience moving abroad and traveling so much has really like shown us what the world is like and opened our eyes, and we've had so much growth. It's been super transformative for us that, I don't know, maybe it was us getting the news about the job or not, but like Norway was just a place where we're like, you know what? We are like accepting this life and all of its messiness and imperfections and just who we are and who we're kind of changing to be. And we're accepting that and hoping that the universe and the people in it will just embrace our imperfections and our, I shouldn't do quotes because we're definitely imperfect, but just like who we are. And the biggest thing is staying true to what we want and staying true to like who we are, and we think we want to do this.
Yeah.
And like this aligns with like our values of trying to see the world and learn more about other people.
We do want to say thank you so many times, because it has been just like such a great experience that we had almost zero hesitation to say we want to come back to Germany again. And honestly, like, we'll see what life takes us. But we really hope that another opportunity comes for us to be able to come back overseas. Who knows how it'll be with the girls when they get bigger or whatever, but I think the experience for us has left such a great lasting impact that if the opportunity's there again, like, we're going to jump on that too.
Yeah. So here's to change.
Here's to the next step, next chapter of our lives. It's beginning before we know it.
Soon. So stay tuned. Our next video is going to be us sharing where we're going, why we're going, more of those details. It's going to be a fun one, so stay tuned for all of that. I know we're leaving you on a cliffhanger, but we just want to dedicate a whole entire video to that next chapter, so
Definitely let us know if you have any questions.
we'll get in the comments.
And definitely answer them, because there's going to be a lot of them, right? And some people will say, I don't get it. Absolutely don't get it at all.
Why are you leaving Europe? Which is a good question.
Yeah. Which I guess we're giving that away. We're leaving Europe.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But.
Ooh, bittersweet.
Yeah, we're going to miss the bakeries.
We're going to miss so freaking much.
That's a teaser for you. But anyway, we will definitely keep you guys posted. Stay tuned for the next video. And as always, we love you guys. Thanks again. And we'll see you in the next one.
See you then.